Hi, my name is Christy Griffith, and I'm the principal teacher here at Soli Deo Gloria Music and Mindfulness. The mindfulness part is core integrated alignment yoga instruction, meditation instruction, and breath instruction. I'm going to take you through a chair sequence that is wonderful if you don't feel like getting on the floor today, or if it's just too much for you to get up and down off the floor. This will take you through all 5 positions of the spine, as well as some hip stretches and some hamstring openers as well. So I'd like you to get started in a seated position, sitting on about the first third of your chair, placing your ankles underneath your knees, and then just gently rest the palms of your hands anywhere on your thigh, and close your eyes. And begin to come back to yourself. Yoga is not about flexibility. Yoga is about the union of your mind, your body, and your spirit. And when you can feel your breath and feel your body all at one time, you're uniting with yourself once again. So as you come into all 4 corners of your mat, seated in your chair, begin to zip yourself up there. This is your own little space, and my voice is just guiding you, giving you suggestions. We're not going to worry about how all of this looks. It's only how it feels. I want you to turn your attention now to your breath and begin to observe your breath. Feel where you feel it. Do you feel coolness coming into your throat, into the back of your nose? Maybe you feel the pressure of your breath in your heart space, or all the way down in your stomach at your rib cage. Observe where you're feeling your breath now. Turn your attention now to your sitting bones. Feel both of your sitting bones grounded. You might even want to move some of the glute flesh out of your way. And feel your sitting bones in the chair, and then begin to feel the crown of your head reaching skyward. As your sitting bones are grounding and the crown of your head is reaching skyward, it's as if you're lengthening your spine about 1 inch. Now begin to deepen your inhalation as your spine lengthens. Feel your breath now coming all the way down toward your belly button, maybe even all the way down toward your pelvis. And then pause on full. And then begin to empty your breath in a slow, long exhalation. Pausing on empty. And do that again. Inhale deeply into your body. Feeling your rib cage expand, feeling your heart space expand. Pause. Exhale. Begin to feel your ribs contracting around your spine, around your core like a corset hug. And now in the next inhalation, I actually want you to keep your ribs hugging in. Keep the corset hug around your rib cage as the air goes all the way down toward your pelvis. Pause. Exhaling a nice long exhalation. Sitting bones reaching down into the chair. Begin to pull your belly button in and up toward your spine. This is core integration. Your whole core is from your belly button all the way up to your shoulder girdle. Feel that intention. And lastly, before we flutter our eyes open, I want you to listen for your breath. Keep it long because your breath is your guide. Constrict the back of your throat slightly and listen for the oceanic sound of your breath as it comes in in as it exhales. And now in the next inhalation, crawl your fingertips forward until they're hugging around your knees. And tuck your tailbone under, drop your chin toward your chest, and just allow your spine to flex toward the back of your chair, hanging off of the grip of your fingers around your knees. Breathe into your back ribs while you're hugging in your core. Your lower abdominals are moving in and up, breathing into your back. And then exhale, use core strength as you draw your heart forward. Lift your chin toward the sky and stick your butt way out behind you, a little back bend. Lifting your heart, lifting your chin. Take an inhale as you extend your spine. Exhale, curl your tailbone under again. Chin toward your chest and hang off of the grip of your hands. Inhale in your cat pose. Exhale, cow pose. Pulling your heart forward. Reaching your sitting bones, flaring your sitting bones behind you like turkey feathers. Lifting your heart, lifting your chin. Again, hanging off the grip of your hands, belly button plugged in toward your spine. Take an inhale here. Exhale one last time through cat pose. Inhaling through cow pose. Exhale back to center, flutter your eyes open. Very good job. Let's lift our shoulders and begin to do some little shoulder circles up and back. Slowly warming up the joints, getting some synovial fluid going. Once your shoulders are back down, reverse your circles. Coming up and forward, only going as far as your body will allow you to go, moving with your breath. And then take a pause. We're gonna reach our arms out wide, palms facing up, and then touch your fingertips to your shoulders, lift your elbows, and begin to do some little circles with your elbows. Again, moving with your breath, listening for your breath. You can hear it, the oceanic sound in your throat. Pause at neutral. Let's go the other direction. Letting your elbows make the circles here. Once you're back to center, bring your arms out wide again, palms facing up. And now we're gonna roll our shoulders forward and flip our palms back behind us. And then back the other direction, opening up through our chest, rounding our shoulders, flipping our palms, leading with our thumbs. And now our pinkies are rolling back. One more time. And then back to neutral. Keep your palms facing up. We're gonna roll our shoulders down one more time, thumbs pointing toward the back of the room. And then I want you to make a little fist package, clasping your hands together behind your back, just like that. One thumb over the other. Relax your shoulders down and draw your elbows toward your backside. Now we're gonna bring our fist package over to our right hip. And again, shrug your shoulders away from your ears, and then begin to allow your right ear to drop toward your right shoulder. And you're just allowing it to drop. Belly button plugged in toward your spine. And you're feeling the stretch and breathing into that stretch on the left side of your neck. You can even do some gentle moves like turning your head, your gaze toward your shoulder, maybe turning your gaze up, if your neck will allow you to do that. Take another breath here. Exhale, bring your head back up to center. Let's move our fist package over to the left side, allowing your shoulders to shrug away from your ears, elbows moving behind you as you drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Speaking kindly to yourself, especially if this side feels a little bit different. We're always imbalanced. One side will move a little more easily than the other. We're a bit asymmetrical. Again, you can gaze at your left shoulder, slowly turning your gaze skyward, if that feels good to your neck. Remember, everything I say is just simply a suggestion. And one more inhale, exhale, head back up to center, release your hands. Very good. All right, we are going to do some wrist rolls. One direction and then the other. And now bring your left hand out in front of you like a stop sign. And bring your right hand around your left fingers and then pull your left fingers back for a wrist stretch. This is simply a stretch of your wrist, not of your fingers. Check in with your core. Is it still hugged in and up? Do you still feel your sitting bones in the chair? And then let's roll our wrists down. Pulling your fingers back towards you. And release your left hand. Let's bring your right hand out. Placing your left hand around your right fingers to pull them back towards you. Stretching at the wrist. Keep listening to the whisper sound of your breath. Release your fingers, pointing them down toward the floor as you bring your left hand around the front of your right hand now. Drawing your fingers back, stretching the top of your wrist. Release your right hand. We're going to clasp our hands together and squeeze. So my right thumb is on the top, and then I'm going to switch my interlock, and my left thumb is on the top, and I'm going to squeeze. We're going to go back and forth, squeezing each time. This is lovely, especially as we age and our joints get a little tight, a little arthritic sometimes. I have my piano students do this before every practice session. Even if they're young, it's good to start good habits. And now we're going to clasp our hands as if we're shaking someone's hand and go back and forth. Switch your clasp. Again, squeezing, warming up these joints. If you can move a little faster, but it's the squeeze that is important. Keep feeling your feet on the floor, sitting bones. One more each way, and release. Let's gather up all the air. Inhale. Reach up on an inhale, ribs off of your waist. Place your palms together and firmly draw your hands down to heart center, feeling your thumbs at your heart space, pressing the balls of your hands together and your fingertips. Feel your side bodies fire up. Feel your armpits fire up. Feel all of that strength, that lock of energy inside of you. That's very healing. Let's do that again. Reach out and up. Exhale, draw your hands down to heart center. Keep following your breath. And one more time, reach out and up. This time we're going to release our left hand down. Place your left hand on the chair behind your left hip. Reach up through your right fingertips. Exhale, side bend up and over to the left. Your feet are pressing into the floor. Your sitting bones are still in the chair. And all you're doing is opening up the right side of your rib cage like a slinky, pulling those ribs apart. Draw your right shoulder back slightly so your shoulders are stacked. Keep pressing into the chair with your left hand. Open up your right side. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to bring our right hand across to our left knee and using some arm strength. Inhale, your crown of your head high. Exhale. Press into the chair with your left hand and then pull with your right hand toward your left outer thigh. And you're twisting at the mid-back. Maybe if your neck allows you, you can gaze toward your left shoulder. But this is a twist at the mid-back. You really want to keep your hips, the points of your hips facing forward. Take an inhale in your twist. Exhale, come back to center. Very good. Let's reach out and up again on an inhale. Reach a little higher. Stick your butt out behind you and lift your gaze, pressing your feet into the floor. Exhale, your right hand comes down behind your right hip. Left hand reaches up, and then on an exhale, over your left ear, drawing your left shoulder back. Maybe if your neck allows you, you can lift your gaze toward your left hand or under your left arm. There's nowhere you have to be. Yoga is not about flexibility. It is about following your breath and listening to your body. What does your body need right now? Listen in. Take an inhale in your side bend. Exhale, left hand across to the right outer right knee, right thigh. Press into the chair with your right hand. Reach the crown of your head tall in an inhale. Exhale, use arm strength as you twist at your mid-back. Again, not judging if this side feels a little different. Maybe you can go deeper. Maybe you can't. But you want to speak to your body as you speak to another human being, kindly. There's nowhere you have to be. Yoga is not about getting anywhere because you're just right here with your breath. Take an inhale in your twist. Exhale. Come back to center. How's your core? Keep it hugged in. Now let's heel toe our feet off the mat, pointing our toes out to 2 and 10 o'clock. We're going to do a little inner thigh stretch. So in order to do this, I want you to stick your butt out behind you. Feel it sticking out. Your core is hugged in, and then you're reaching your heart forward. All right, your feet are in the ground. Press all 4 corners of your feet into the floor and feel the stability, like you could just stand up here if you had to. Now we're gonna do another twist, opening up our left inner thigh. So press your left inner thigh away as you dip your left shoulder in toward the center. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly moving with your breath, come to the other side, dipping your right shoulder in, pressing your right thigh away. Feel the stretch. Keep sticking your sitting bones way out behind you. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching with your heart, pressing your feet into the floor. And then one more time, the other side, right side, dipping your right shoulder in. And now back to center. Keep sticking your sitting bone out behind you, reaching your heart forward, and just keep reaching your heart forward. Maybe it reaches so forward that you actually can slide your hands down to your feet down to your ankles and use your elbows to press your knees apart, your inner thighs apart rather. Reaching your heart forward, reaching your sitting bones behind you. If you feel this in your lower back, then you've gone too far. Keeping a nice flat back. Breathe into the inner thigh stretch. That's what we want to feel, inner thighs. Crown of your head is reaching forward. Breathe here for 3. Belly button in and up for 2. Last breath. Use some core strength and some arm strength as you push yourself back up to seated. Excellent job. Last one I'm going to do for this warm-up stretch for your body is we're going to do an outer hip opener. So keep your right ankle under your right knee and draw your left ankle up on the outside of your right thigh. Now, you may end up being more like this, and that's fine. I've been doing this a long time, and actually it's not about that. It's about how we're made. And some of us are open on certain angles of our hips and others aren't. There are certain things I can't do with my hips, but I can open up this way a little bit more easily. What I want you to do is place your left hand on the top of your left thigh and kind of rotate it away from you, out toward the outside. Now remember your butt is sticking out behind you. You're flaring your turkey feathers back there and your heart is reaching forward. And all I want you to do as you hug your belly button in and up is just to reach your heart forward. That's all you have to do. Feel the outside of your hip opening, wherever your knee is right now, it doesn't matter. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. So look down toward the floor, keep your gaze inward. Listen to your breath. Feel what your body needs you to do right now. You're breathing, you're allowing gravity to do the work. Your heart is reaching forward, your sitting bones are reaching back. You have a very flat back. And breathe here for another 4. 3. 2. Take one more inhale. Engage your core. Use core strength and arm strength to push yourself back up. Very good. Place your left foot next to your right and make sure that your left ankle is under your left knee. And then draw your right knee in. Let's do a little ankle roll. We didn't do that with the other one. It feels so good. Roll out the ankles, especially in the morning, right? Everything is popping and cracking. And then bring your right ankle to the outside of your left knee. And again, use your right hand just to roll your right thigh out. That will help align your hip. Now, core is hugged in and up. Sitting bones are pointing toward the back of the chair, and all you're doing is reaching your heart forward. That's it. And when your back tells you it's time to stop or your hip says no more, you stop, because it's not about how it looks. So keep your gaze inward. Your breath is your guide. Can you keep your breath long? Can you pause on full? And then exhale with a lengthy exhale and pause on empty. I'm always inhaling my heart forward. And exhale, allowing my sitting bones to lengthen behind me. And again, one side is more open than the other, so you speak kindly. You tell yourself you're doing great. And you only do what you need to do. There's nowhere you have to be. Breathe here for another 4. And 3. Listening to your inhales and exhales. That's your meditation. 2. One last inhale, reaching your heart forward. Exhale, use arm strength and core strength to pull yourself back up. Now let's do the ankle roll on the left knee. Draw your left knee in and roll your ankle. Roll your toes one direction. Excuse me. And then another. Pressing into the feet. Come up to standing, and we're going to come around to the other side of the chair. Excuse me so much. And we'll start the next video here.